Hi everybody, this is Shane R. Monroe, and we're going to be looking at a very unusual battery pack today. Similar to this RavPower, I've been a big fan of RavPower for a long time. I really like this simplicity and ease of use. Everything about this little power pack is great. It's got PD delivery, it's got standard USB-A plug, it's got an actual readout that shows you the percentage of battery that's left. I love these things. I got like a dozen of these things kicking around the house because they're just so great. But sometimes you want something different, something a little flashier. This doesn't have wireless transmission of power or anything like that. It's just utilitarian, and sometimes that's what you want. Now, may know Replicade as being a line of these very cool little baby arcade cabinets, and they're all sold by a company called New Wave Toys. And New Wave Toys puts out a lot of things other than just great little things like these little mini controllers. They also produce novelty items such as what I have here. This is the Hotline 16,000 milliamp power bank, and it's blue, of course, hence the blue thing. I have not opened this yet. My wife took a peek at it, but I told her, I said, I want to open this on air because I kind of want to be surprised about it. I know what it's supposed to be, but sometimes there's a little bit of fun in opening this together, so we're going to do that here. So before I open it up, why this? Well, first of all, you'll understand when you see it why I wanted this one in particular. And listen, it's a 16,000 milliamp battery pack. This guy's only 15, and I love this guy. So 16,000 sounds reasonable. 30-watt delivery, and it has wireless charging, which my RavPowers do not. But listen, you buy something like this for the novelty of it, so let's get into it. This is called Replitronics, so I'm assuming yet another division of New Wave Toys. So we're going to open this guy up. There was no tape. I didn't, like I said, I didn't peek. Here we go. The Hotline 16,000 power bank, and look at this. It looks like an old Walkman. Now, how many of these buttons are actually usable that do anything? I don't know, but we do have a nice little owner's manual right on top. And let's just forget about the foreplay here. Let's get right to the main event. Here it is. We have a little, this looks like USB-C, a great winner so far. We got the unit itself. I don't think there's anything else in the box, so we're going to get the box out of the way so we can look at the unit proper. This looks really cool. It really does look just like an old Walkman. So let's take a look at this together closely. Obviously there's some, let's get this off of here. Techmoan does some sort of cool music when he does that. I don't know, it just seems like a something a little more than I need to do. Okay, well look at, just taking a look at this thing, it's heavy. I'm trying to kind of feel, it feels comparable in weight, so that's okay. And we have this great looking cassette tape design. I love this. It shows which direction the tape is flowing. I'm assuming this doesn't open at all, but we'll get to that in a minute. Let's see what else we got. Nothing on the side, nothing on the bottom aside from some specs. And look at this. We have wireless charging. Do not put any metal or magnetic parts on or beside the wireless output when charging. So I actually happen to have my Samsung phone, my S21, does allow for wireless charging. We're just going to drop it on there and see what happens. This battery may not be charged, so see if there's any spot where it, I'm guessing that maybe it has to be turned on. All right, well, we'll try that again in a minute. I know I could open up, heaven forbid, I open up the instruction book and look. We'll look at the instruction book later. Let's look at the top. So we have power, which is probably why I wasn't charging, some sort of a level indicator, input output. So this looks like it delivers maybe PD out or standard USB-C, and then an input. Why would you input with a micro USB if what they put in there is a USB-C? Interesting. But you can input from here. So it looks like, if I begin, before I open up the instruction manual and actually do something productive, it looks like you could charge from either, and that's pretty cool. Sometimes you have one and not the other. Maybe you're at a friend's house and they don't have anything USB-C. That's kind of cool. And of course you have what looks like maybe quick charging out. And they don't have anything to designate what those, specifics about the port. So that's pretty cool. So let's see, what do we got on the, so we have here the tape control. So this would be usually like eject, stop, play, volume sliders, right, for left and right audio. Pretty cool. And then this would be, I don't know what that is, what that would be. Maybe to open the door? I don't know. This is where your little microphone would be. So it replicates it, but it doesn't actually look like it does anything. We'll look at the manual just to make sure. Then we have something here. Some sort of a power jack right here. Very interesting. I have no idea what that's for. And then it looks like some place where you would put the battery, you know, if you had like a couple of AA's or whatever to actually run this as a Walkman. But it doesn't have any real tape playing functionality. It's just in the style of. Well, let's turn the power on. Okay, so it shows we have an output level of 3 out of 5, which is kind of cool. So I'm assuming now that this thing is on, I could probably put my phone on here. Boom, charges right up. Perfect. Wow, look at that. Just not even a microsecond of figuring it out. Perfect. On and off. That's very, very cool. And you know what? I kind of like the size too. You know, a lot of times the charging, the wireless charging things are like these little circular deals, and you kind of put it on there and it's kind of wobbly. You have to move your phone around. So let's see what kind of sort of how many coils there might be in here. Okay, so I'm going to put it dead on. Okay, I'm going to put it like part of the way. No, part of the way. No, a little more, a little more, a little more. Oh, wait, there it goes. So let's be honest, the coils are right in the middle. Okay, so we're not going to get too excited about the wireless charging, but yeah, listen, you want a wireless charge. The real question would be if I could put my Samsung watch on it to charge. This, when I'm on the road, I never have another way of charging my watch. I could charge it on the phone. I know. Before you guys say, oh, Samsung wireless charging, just flip it over and charge it on the... Yeah, I know. I got it. I'm already there. But sometimes these wireless chargers will kick in and charge the watch, but in this case it doesn't. So, c'est la vie. All right, so we've kind of looked at what we can do. I don't think any of these do anything, really. I mean, I was thinking maybe they had some sort of secondary purpose, but maybe not. So this looks like maybe an LED. If I double tap the power, hold the power. Oh, there we go. Okay, so now we have a basic rudimentary flashlight. Well, hey, listen, it's another bonus. That's actually your low battery light. Isn't that funny? Yeah, in the old days on electronics, they used to have an LED light that would come on to tell you had low battery. Does that make any sense to you? Anyway, think about that for a minute. Okay, so these don't seem to do anything. All right, so we could go ahead and just, you know, let's do due diligence here. And we'll plug this guy in, output, see what kind of charging my phone says that it is. Okay, wake up. It says charging, oops. It says, let me go back. It says charging 30%, 1 hour and 5 minutes before charging. Is complete. All right, so now I'm going to grab something that would be more like a PD delivery. So let's take that out. Put this in here to the USB-C to USB-C. See if that offers a difference here. Fast charging. Okay, perfect. So now it's 30 minutes until full. So 80%. So it definitely looks like we have PD here, or power delivery. So this is what you would want to use if you want the good stuff. And then this would be for, say, something secondary, maybe a 1 amp type scenario. Okay, cool. Well, listen, so we know that that's that, and that's all before we get to the manual. And then I do have an input here for charging, and I'm assuming I've got another cable here. I was going to put something in to charge, but I don't have that handy, so we'll skip that. So I'm assuming either one of these ports will input. So let's go ahead and shut the power off. No, not turn the light on. Okay, tap for the power, long press for the power. What are we talking about for the power here? Double tap? I don't know what to do here. All right, we'll consult the almighty instruction book. All right. So let's see how good the instructions are here. New wave. All right, so let's see here. Why am I in Spanish already? I just got here. Oh, here we go. Okay, so let's see. All right, so we have a 10-watt wireless charging pad, QI enabled for devices, perfect. Sliders, tactile buttons just to make it feel cool. USB-A QC port. I wasn't getting quick charging out of that port, so maybe it's the cable that they included, hard to say. Let's see, USB-C port, flashlight, wireless charging. So power, wireless charging, okay, and then the flashlight, micro USB port. Okay, so this doesn't look like there's a whole lot of information here. There's nothing super exciting. Okay, so press and hold the power button for 2 to 3 seconds to use the flashlight. Repeat to turn it off. And let's see. No, it doesn't really. Okay, use the wireless charging. Tap the power button until the blue LED turns on, indicating the wireless charging has been enabled. Center your QI enabled device. And then it's like in every possible language known to man for the rest of it. So not a ton, but they still included something written in. We got to give them credit for that. So what do we got here? We've got a very cool looking retro power bank, and that's cool. It's definitely something that you could put on your desk and people would talk to you about it, so it'd be a nice little conversation starter. I was wondering if maybe these things spin or anything in here by pushing one of these. But these are like click in, click outs, which I thought were kind of interesting. So they're almost like fidget toys, and then the sliders. What did it say this little port on the side was? Hang on a second here. Maybe that was just to make it look like nothing. It's absolutely there for nothing, apparently. So I don't know. I mean, why would you go through the... I mean, I guess that looks like a Walkman charging port. Very curious. I'm almost going to want to put a voltmeter in there and see if anything actually comes out of it. That'd be really cool if it was an undocumented feature. Well, here it is, folks. This is from New Wave Toys. It's the Hotline 16,000 power bank in the amazing shape of a vintage Walkman or cassette player. Very cool, and obviously I'll need to take it on the road and do some testing with it and see just how well it performs. But what a neat novelty item for what it is. And I love the fact that it's got wireless charging, even if it's probably just a single coil, and that's fine. I like it. I think this would be awesome to like take to work and put on your desk. If you need a little extra juice during the day, somebody's certainly going to walk by and ask you about it. It's pretty cool. It comes in a multitude of different colors. And yeah, so listen, I got it on sale. I will have the price right here on the bottom of the screen here for you, whatever the list price is at the time I do the video, so you guys can know what to expect. And I think that's it. I'm not sure what else we can talk about here. It's a power bank. It's just a really cool looking one. I'm Shane R. Monroe, and as always, thanks so much for watching. You know the drill, like, subscribe, hit the bell, blah, blah, blah. Thanks again so much for watching, everybody. Take care.